Welcome back to Crypto Spaces, back with what I think is a potential 1000x gem for you guys on the channel. As I've mentioned in previous videos, this is my journey on base to once again build my portfolio after getting absolutely destroyed this year because of the tariffs and everything that has happened this year with the terrible market conditions. I still think we could push through. If you're starting off your portfolio as well, you could join me on this journey as we push through, never give up, and put in our time and effort in the space that we know is life-changing, right? We're going to be talking about Nemesis in this video. So basically, it is a perp dex. It's a perpetual decentralized exchange where you could swap, long, or short any on-chain tokens. Again, I'm going to be building up my portfolio through base trading, just on-chain base, right? And I think Nemesis is a potential 1000x gem from where the market cap is to the utility that it provides. So as long as it's an EVM project, you could open a short, long the short, open short, or open a long on any on-chain EVM token, right? Decentralized exchange built for ICM internet capital markets. Short, long or short any ERC20 token as long as there's a liquidity pool. It's transparent, it's decentralized and permissionless, which is what we love to see. 5x leverage, maximum capital efficiency. It is simple, right? Very streamlined, very straight to the point. And then you have the traders' perspective and the LP providers as well, right? Real innovation in decentralized finance, non-derivative design, so it's not based off any other protocol, Oracle independence, full decentralized, and open liquidity provision, right? I think this project is very interesting. We saw what happened with Aerodrome. Think of Aerodrome and Aster and Hyperliquid all combined to create the ultimate decentralized perp dex, right? Just think of that. And I think Nemesis is going to be a massive gem. I think 1000x is very possible because Aster and Hyperliquid are at billions of market cap. Aerodrome went to billions of market cap. I think Nemesis, from where it's at right now, will also go to a billion in market cap, right? Even if it doesn't get to a billion, I think at least 300 to 600 million market cap is very possible for Nemesis. Now, a lot of people might rule that out, think that's not possible, but this is what we see in the space all the time. This is the space that provides these types of moves, and that's why we're in the crypto space, because we see moves like this happen. So anything is possible. All of those potential targets are possible, right? And as you guys can see, it had us move up to all-time highs around 8.3 million market cap, had a pullback, came back down to around a million market cap, which was the low, and now it's at 1.6 million market cap, right? So any entry here, in my opinion, is undervalued. As you can see, it's up 20% against the rest of a lot of the market is still red right now, no green. You could have got in around 1.5 mil, but 1.5, 1.6, is it that much of a big difference? No, it's not, right? And like I said, I think the target for Nemesis is a billion market cap, right? So if we take 1,000, which is a billion market cap, and divide it by 1.6, that's a 625x from here, right? You just have $500 to invest in Nemesis, right? 625. That is going to be 300k at a billion market cap, right? Let me make sure my math is not wrong, just so you guys can see the type of potential this project has, which I really do think it's going to have in the future, right? So maybe I put 1.7 to round it off, right? 588x, okay, so just a tad bit off, 588x, right? So $500 times 588, that's $294,000 at a billion market cap. And I think that is very possible, right? If we're going to say maybe, 600 mil market cap is the top Let's divide it by 1.7. That's 352x, 352.94x. $500 times 352.94 equals 176k at 600 million market cap. And I think that is very possible for this project. And I'll show you guys why. You'll be like, well, it's just another perp dex. I'll show you why in a second. Also, if you just go $1,000 invested, right? $1,000 invested times 300k times 600 or 588 that we just did, right? 588k at a billion market cap from $1,000 invested, right? At 600 million market cap, $1,000, which I think we just did 300x at 600 million market cap. Well, guess what? That's gonna be $300,000. Okay. Now this is very interesting. This is from Yoon. Someone talking about Nemesis. The DEX for internet capital markets, long and short any on-chain token with derivatives, custom pool, Nemesis V1 partial liquidation, bad debt resolution, composability. Now what's interesting, why I say a billion market cap is possible, or up to 600 million market cap, 3 to 600 million market cap, is because of who's invested in it, right? Again, you don't have to bet the farm on this. $500 to $1,000, that's all you need to invest, because the market cap is relatively tiny. 1.7 million market cap, right? Tiny market cap. Look who's an investor in this. A16Z, right? If you guys know who A16Z is, they are one of the biggest and best investment platforms in crypto. Wherever they go, I think you guys need to follow, because they have been a part of some of the biggest projects in this space. We even saw a meme coin that was, a meme coin, AI meme coin that was created based off their the name of A16Z, which was AI16Z, right? And AI16Z went all the way to, I think, 2 billion market cap, right? AI16Z went to 2 billion market cap just because it had a similar name to A16Z, right? And I'm telling you guys, if that's not bullish, I don't know what is. Just seeing this alone, I said to myself, I have to toss at least $500 at this. I may add some more, maybe add another 500, but $500 to $1,000 at this market cap is all you need to invest. I think this project will be absolutely massive. I think 300 million to a billion market cap is very possible for this in the future, right? With investors like A16Z involved. I'm telling you, that is extremely massive, okay? If we take a look at the Twitter, 43,000 followers on Twitter, constant updates, they're building on base, right? You see how Aster's perp dex and Hyperliquid's perp dex is available just for those particular networks, right? Well, this potentially is the base version of those giants in perp dexes. It's in this accumulation range. Another tweet we see from Splash, he got in at 1.54. As you can see, this is just a massive accumulation range, so the next stop is a massive breakout, and I think that's going to happen for Nemesis, right? Gem Bull thinking Nemesis is going to be in the top 500 in crypto rankings very soon, and I think that's going to be definitely the case, if not the top 300 to top 200 rankings, if not the top 100 rankings in the future, right? So let me get your thoughts down below. Remember, none of this is financial advice. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next